Has the thoughts of, can I afford the house that I want based off the income that I'm making, ever crossed your mind? If it has, welcome to the video for you. Or not, I don't know, but we're here now, so let's go over it. So I am going to be going over what a house looks like based off of your income, everywhere from $50,000 upwards to $150,000, what the down payment would look like, what your closing costs approximately would be, as well as an example of each of those houses. Let's start with some disclosures. Numero uno, I am not a legal lawyer. I am not a lawyer at all. So please do not take my advice to court and say Alicia West said this, because I am not a lawyer, once again. And you should always double check your resources. I know it's 2024 and some of you guys believe that the information you see here on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram is law, but it's not, and you should always double check your sources. That's number one. Number two, once again, I am in Florida. So these numbers are specific to Florida. Don't say Alicia said that I could afford a $270,000 house and you live in California and you're only making $50,000 in California. And if you're only making $50,000 in California, it's not the same. It's not the same. So always double check your numbers. Know that I'm based out of Florida, so if you're interested, you can always move down here to Tampa, because that's where I am. But I got you all over Florida. And then number three, if you are in doubt of any of this, this is not law. Tying it in with number one, check your sources. Talk to your people. If you don't have family, you might have some friends. If you don't have friends, there's people out there who are wanting to earn your business. So ask them these questions and double check with them. And if it doesn't align, that sounds like a personal problem. All right, let's jump right in. We're going to start with those of you who are making $50,000 annually. While I know that some of you make $50,000 a month, and there are those of you who make $50,000 a day, and I love that for you, but these aren't your numbers. These are for those of us who are making $50,000 a year. So at $50,000 a year, we can get approved for $240,000. And this is upwards to $240,000. This is not to include HOA or CDD fees. And another disclosure, this is also under the assumption that there is zero debt. So your debt to income is literally zero because you don't have any debt, and all of your income is 100% going towards your mortgage. Now, I know that is not the case for many of us. Bear with me. These were just the creme de la creme options, whatever you want to call them. 240,000 is our number. At 240,000, another disclosure, we are doing conventional with 3% down. So we are safely assuming that you are a first-time home buyer, only putting 3% down. And with that being said, your down payment at $240,000 would be $7,200. That is your down payment of 3%, with your closing costs assuming closing cost is approximately $7,000. Now at $240,000, you may be wondering, that sounds like a lot of money. It's really not. So here's a picture of one $240,000 home. Here is another one, and here is another one. So hopefully that made sense, but if it didn't, watch the video again, because we're moving on. All right, number two is going to be $75,000. If your income is $75,000, you could be approved for up to $380,000. Once again, not including HOA or CDD fees. And at a first-time home buyer conventional 3% down, your down payment would be approximately $11,400 with closing cost guesstimate of $11,000. And at $380,000, here's an example here, and here in here. All right, so we're really gonna be moving through this video because, I mean, there's not too much details to go into. This is literally just showing you the examples of each. Now, let's roll it to a hundo, $100,000 annually. You can expect to be approved for, hey, what's going on? Sorry guys, I know I hate interruptions too, but this was absolutely essential that I get this out of my system. I just want to say first and foremost, thank you so much for taking the time out to watch my video. There are a million and one other things that you could be doing, like petting a dog if you have one or whatever the case is. But the fact that you've taken the time out of your day to watch my content really does mean the most to me. So first and foremost, thank you so much for that. The other thing too is that I wanted to let you know that I am based in Tampa. And if you or anyone you know is looking to either buy, sell, or invest in real estate in the Tampa area, which is one of the fastest growing markets since COVID in the state of Florida, I am more than happy to help. So if that is the case, please feel free to shoot me an email at alicia.westrealtor@gmail.com. You can also find my socials at Alicia West Speaks on Instagram, and that's really all you need. And I promise I'm gonna let you get back to your video. Thank you so much for allowing me to take the time out to stop it, and I'm gonna let you guys get back to play. For up to 475,000 doll hairs. And going conventional with 3% down, your down payment would be approximately $14,250, with your closing costs being $12,500. Add those numbers up, that's your total cost to close. Guesstimate with zero debt to income. Now, 475,000 examples would be voila, voila, and voila. Don't like them? Not my problem. All right, and last but not least, $150,000. Annual income could be cleared for up to $700,000. $700,000 at a conventional loan of 3% for first-time home buyers is going to put your down payment at 21,000 doll hairs and $15,000 closing costs. The example of each is voila and voila and voila. Things to keep in mind now that we're done with that. If you are in a dual household, meaning you have a husband or wife, and both of you are counting your incomes, then double those numbers or just add those numbers together, and that'll give you a guesstimate. And some of you may be wondering, but Alicia, I only make $65,000 annually. What are we gonna do? Then I guess you would take that number between 50,000 and 75,000 and put it in the middle. Or to do one better, you could actually go out and get a pre-approval from your mortgage lender to let you know exactly where you are. And that is what I would advise as a real estate professional before you go out hunting with your realtor. Make sure you have what's called a pre-approval, and your pre-approval will come from your mortgage lender. If you do not have a mortgage lender, please feel free to give me a call, or whatever person you have chosen to be your real estate agent. You can give them a call and they might have a good lender for you. I know that I have a good lender for you, but that's neither here nor there. But yes, definitely get your numbers from them. The numbers that are based here are going to go off of your current income as well as whatever debt you have accumulated. So the numbers would be off just a little bit if there is debt to take into consideration, because it would lower those numbers, being you have more liability to take into consideration. With that being said, this is going to be a shorter video. I just wanted to put that out there for you guys in case any of you were wondering, what does my house, or what would my house look like at my current income level? And that's what they are. If you have any questions, please feel free to hit me up. I put my email somewhere in here and also on the socials. I am more than happy to help. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys at the closing table.